Hello there and welcome to my channel Engineering Progress. Where we bring, dissect, and explain in easy to digest bits some of the most complex engineering feats and happenings. Today on this stream we are the Leaning Tower of the San Francisco Bay Area. Also please don't forget to click the subscribe button, destroy the like button, turn on notifications, and drop comments below on this or any other content you guys would love to watch. Thanks. Yeah, I know I got some of you subscribers confused. Well, curious is a better word at the title of this video, but it is true. There is a leaning tower in the Bay Area of San Francisco, which is also at the same time sinking, that has been giving engineers and its owners a plethora of seismic grade headaches from how to rectify the leaning that keeps on increasing gradually to the numerous lawsuits filed by tenants and homeowners. Here, I am talking about the magnificent structure called the Millennium Tower, San Francisco. On 301 Mission Street lies a high-rise building in the south of Market District of downtown San Francisco, which is a mixed use, primarily intended as a residential high-rise. It also has the privilege of being tagged the tallest building in San Francisco. The ocean-mimicking blue-gray glass of the late-modernist buildings are bounded by Mission, Fremont, and Beale Streets, and the north end of the Transbay Transit Center site. This tower was opened for residents on April 23, 2009. 301 Mission includes two buildings: a 12-story tower located on the northeast of the property, and Millennium Tower, a 8-story, 648-foot tall condominium skyscraper. In total, the project contains 419 residential units, with 53 of those units in the smaller tower. The larger tower's highest level, 58 floors above the ground, is listed as the 60th because floors 13 and 44 are missing for superstitious reasons. Resident services include a private concierge and access to the 20,000 square foot owners club level, which features amenities such as a private lounge, wine cellar, and fitness center. The development's lifestyle program organizes cultural events. Realizing the edifice is a sinking ship. In May 2016, residents have informed the main tower was both sinking and tilting, resulting in several lawsuits concerning repairs costs and whether the tilt had been withheld from buyers, as many believed and blamed the developers of hoarding the information for 1 year prior, as they believed they had foreknowledge of this in 2015 and kept mute as people canned and made purchases. But, unknown to many, construction was completed on the Millennium in 2009, and it has been sinking for 10 years now. Strangely, many of the nearby projects around the site of the Millennium started construction one after the other. The construction period overlapped with one another and created a very complex and confusing relationship. Treadwell and Rollo's geotechnical design for the foundation of the main tower consists of a concrete slab built 60 to 90 foot deep, that is 18 to 27 m, concrete friction piles through the fill and Young Bay mud and embedded into the dense Calma sand. While a majority of the buildings in the 301 Mission Street area have used similar systems, although due to varying earth conditions, others have pushed piles directly into the bedrock 200 feet below. An evaluation in 2016 showed the building had sunk 16 inches with a 2-inch tilt at the base and an approximate 6-inch tilt at the top of the tower. The building is leaning towards the northwest and has caused cracks in the building's basement and the pavements surrounding the tower. The sinking has improved a further 18 inches with a lean of 14 inches in 2018. There are 3 prevalent assumptions. The piles are too short. The tower of the building is supported by approximately 900 prefabricated square piles. These piles did not penetrate deep into the rock, but stayed in the sand on the clay in the Old Bay Area. Unlike other high-rise steel structures in the San Francisco Bay Area, the Millennium Tower uses reinforced concrete materials, and the weight of the entire building is significantly heavier. The pressure per square foot of the Millennium building transmitted to the foundation is 11.4 ksf, considering that the height and frame type, which is made of steel, making it several times that of other high-rise buildings. Taking, for example, 555 Mission, which stands at 487 feet and has steel frames, but exerts a net pressure of 2.4 ksf. Although the old clay layer below the pile tip is an over-consolidated soil, under such significant pressure, it is very likely that the clay layer has exceeded the pre-consolidation compression. And finally, the low settlement of the building. Leakage of Podium foundation pit. In the early plans for the construction of the Millennium Tower, the basement of the tower and the basement of the Podium were planned to be built together by excavating a whole foundation pit. However, in the later stage of implementation, the building developer hired a consulting company to do a value engineering analysis of the entire project, believing that the first construction of the tower would be more beneficial. Just around the commencement of the final construction, the tower and podium were separated into 2 phases for construction. When the tower emerged from the ground, the excavation of the basement pit of the left tower began. During the foundation pit excavation, a continuous seepage of water was observed on the side close to the tower foundation. If it is due to leakage of the water stop system, the groundwater pressure and water level under the tower foundation will drop, causing the soil to settle to a certain extent. If the support system causes excessive deformation due to leakage, it may also cause the soil under the tower foundation to move along the sliding arc. This may explain why the tower eventually tilted in the opposite direction of the foundation pit. TTC foundation pit excavation and precipitation. In 2016, due to continuous pressure from the building owners, the building developer hired an engineering consulting company to investigate the cause of the building's settlement. The survey report of this consulting company pointed out the basic design of the building itself is safe and reasonable, and the leading cause of settlement is the excavation and continuous precipitation of the foundation pit of the Transport Hub Project, TTC, in the neighbor Bay Area. The TTC foundation pit was excavated to a depth of 55 feet, and the nearest place was closely adjacent to the Millennium building. As it is too close to the building's foundation to protect the safety of the building during excavation, a certain width of gravity-type pit reinforcement block, buttress, is specially set on the side close to the building. The reinforcement block consists of a series of reinforced concrete piles. The reasons in the investigation report are as follows. The TTC foundation pit is excavated deeply, and the bottom of the pit is just the supporting sand layer of the precast piles of the Millennium Tower. Other high-rise buildings in the San Francisco Bay Area have adopted similar precast pile foundation schemes, and no major settlement has occurred. Why is the Millennium building alone? Therefore, even if some pit reinforcement has been done near the building, the report still believes that the precipitation and excavation deformation of the foundation pit are the main reasons for the settlement of the building. The mechanism of foundation pit excavation and precipitation caused settlement is consistent with the above principle of the Podium foundation pit mentioned above. Litigation. On the other hand, the building's homeowners association, represented by General Counsel Adrian Adams of Adams, Sterling retained Dan Petroselli of O'Melveny and Myers to sue Webker, Millennium Partners, as Castleman noted. Inverse condemnation law allows residents to collect legal fees on top of any award, whereas suing the developer will steer up to 40% of any award to lawyers. A different group of tenants who disagree with the homeowners association, led by resident and patent litigator Jerry Dodson, is suing Millennium Partners, the City of San Francisco, and the TJPA. In breaking with Castleman and the Homeowners Association, Dodson has regarded Millennium Partners as the responsible culprit. In November 2016, the City of San Francisco filed suit against the tower's developers Mission Street Developers LLC, claiming that the developers withheld information on the sinking problems from potential apartment buyers. Mission Street Developers rejected the city's claims. Sage Engineers has been hired by Millennium Partners to provide an engineering study on the sinking problem. Some experts have prognosticated that the cost to fix the tilt could exceed the liability insurance held by Millennium Partners and the building's various construction vendors. If the TJPA is found to be at fault, San Francisco taxpayers could end up paying for repairs. As of 2017, a city inspection found that the building was still safe to occupy, though there was damage to the foundation and electrical systems. In March 2017, the Homeowners Association filed suit against Millennium Partners, Webker, Handel Architects, Treadwell and Rollo Di Simone Consulting Engineering, Arup, and Transbay Joint Power Authority. They are seeking $200 million to cover the repairs and damages. In early September 2018, residents reported hearing various creaking sounds at around 2:30 a.m. on the morning of Saturday, September 8, 2018. Residents reported hearing a loud popping sound. On Sunday, the following day, a resident located in a corner unit on the 36th floor discovered a cracked window. The glass used in the building's windows and facade is rated to withstand hurricane-force winds, leading to concerns that the crack was a symptom of a much larger structural failure. Underpinning Millennium Tower. On December 4, 2018, Ronald Hamburger, the senior principal of engineering at Simpson Gumpertz and Heger, revealed in a press release the final solution for the Millennium Tower's tilting and sinking problem by underpinning the building. The solution will involve the installation of 52 pipes along the north and west sides of the tower beneath the sidewalk that reach down 250 feet into the bedrock of downtown San Francisco and be tied with the original 60 to 90 feet deep foundation piles. With that, we have come to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, why don't you tell us what you think about the leaning Millennium Tower, and if you think the sinking of the tower can be finally arrested. Let's all hear your views in the comment section. Please share and comment on our amazing videos. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to notify a new video like this is out immediately. Have a great day, guys. See you next time.